Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brian's Racing Realm. I am Brian. It's been a minute, but everything has been counted up and rechecked. We're good to go. Time for the back half of the season. Let's try and wrap this up. First time here at Kansas. Not sure what to expect. Not expecting pit stops, I can tell you that much. So, looking at practices, Cedric Black was the fastest in practice, followed by Catherine Harris, Skylar Taylor, and Jacob Aronson. Meanwhile, in happy hour, Nicholas Eckert was the fastest with John Walker, James Wolfe, and Minnie Nelson behind them. Our last Firebird race was dominated by Daniel Bardens at Texas. Another mile-and-a-half track. He started on the pole. James Wolfe will be the one starting on pole this time. Charles Marshall starting second. Dorothy McLean third. Isaac Hernandez fourth. Looking to turn around his championship run. Speaking of championship run, your current points leader starts ninth, Lynn White. Clear of Nicholas Eckert by almost 40 points. Back of the pack for the points is Tony Bentley, starting sixth. Wolf is right there with them. And constant bag marker Thomas Hammond is also struggling for points. Minnie Nelson finally got their act together and has moved up. They did so in Firebirds. They did more so in Camaros. What is this race going to entail? We don't know yet. I imagine it will probably be similar to Texas, but during practice
drivers, start your engines.
And during happy hour, there were many drivers coming down pit road fairly regularly. Everyone starts. "34 laps until we have a winner." And we've got a problem. Something is wrong with Daniel Bardens, our race winner at Texas. Are you kidding me? He is currently tied for 11th. But this will kill his day pretty quickly. Harris, Pittman, and everybody will move up. Bardens will come down pit road. Does not matter though. So we come to the green flag. James Wolfe will lead them down, but Charles Marshall crosses the line first. Immediately though, that outside line just disappears. And it is James Wolfe in the lead to start this race. He will lead lap 1. And we are underway, but look at Marshall. Closes that gap right up. 15 is always better in the race than he is in qualifying, and he qualified well. So let's see what happens today. Bardens has come out. Whatever it was a quick issue, but he's got a lot of mileage to make up already. He's only got about 30 laps to do it. And that's not encouraging. He's got to get into fourth gear. There he goes. The fact that it took all the way around to get to fourth gear, though, is concerning. Wolf has pulled away from Marshall with a 33.3 lap. Nice. Now McLean and White are looking to take advantage of the situation. Looks like a bunch of .32.9 last lap for the 17. Seems like a lot of trepidation, honestly. As opposed to Texas, where so many of the cars were getting in each other's business so often, here it seems a lot more calm for a race anyway. See Chris Harvey here finishing out this season. If we have a season 4, as of now, will not return. Getting a face full of purple and hot pink. Wilkinson, Keene, Ellis, and then the cyan car of Harvey here. Oh, Harris. Let's see Hammond and Eckert. Eckert second in the standings. Having a breakthrough season. Up front, no real change. James Wolfe is well ahead. About a quarter of the way through this race now. And no challengers. Let's see what this lap is. Last lap was a 33.65. Lap 9 is a 33.76. Dorothy McLean passed the 15 with a 33.9. Perhaps this is a day where Marshall doesn't do as well. And now McLean is looking to make some time. And Marshall is having to defend from Aronson, Howell, and White, who goes a little fast in the corner and has to check up. Here comes Skylar Taylor as well, taking advantage of White's mistake. and forcing the issue with Hal, making his decision a mistake. Our Season 1 champion choosing to go high and let the 45 just waltz through. Battle for second, McLean, Marshall, Aronson. All three winners in this series. Bardens, I don't believe, is losing that much time. And I don't know that he's gaining much either. No real damage to report. Doesn't seem like many people are on the move, though. No. Dorothy McLean starting to pull away from third place. Aronson is going to want to look getting around, or Taylor will force the issue. Taylor lets off, gives them breathing room. Marshall and Aronson close space on McLean. "13 laps out of 34 down. 21 to go. Does anyone have anything for Wolf, who just put a 34-4? These are short races, but they're still long races in a way. No pit stops. Simply because they don't need the fuel. So they end up stretching out their tires. The 33.8 last lap. McLean was faster. Aronson lets the bottom line in. Taylor moves in to try and take fourth away from that red number 6. Getting a draft boost from Howell and from White for a minute. Aronson goes way up high in turn 1 and has to give up the position. There's a whole pack battling for 6th on back. The top 4 have spread out. Starting lap 17. James Wolfe is your leader. Dorothy McLean in 2nd. Charles Marshall 3rd. Skylar Taylor in 4th. I apologize for the cameras. Lynn White currently 5th. Tony Bentley taking 5th away. Lynn White now to 6th. Officially. Wayne Stadler 7th as of lap 18. Isaac Hernandez 8th. Tyler Gardens 9th. Jacob Aronson fell all the way to 10th from 4th. And Howell went with him. Chris Harvey was 13th, but is now 12th on track. I'm assuming Drew Keene, yes. Keene lost the position. Gerard Wilkinson will take 13th. Skylar Taylor's blown up. Something is wrong with the 45. It is coming to a halt on track. It is on the apron. No caution. 45 will be towed back. Not sure what that sound was. That's second place, fallen. Daniel Bardens has closed some gap. He has fresh air. He's about a straightaway away from being caught by Wolf, but that's more than what he had. And now there is a big gap between Wolf and McLean. And we may have our second walk in a row. I was about to say walk in a week, but that's not the case. Now we have a caution. But I cannot tell who it is. This is what Bardens wanted to see. This is not what Wolf wanted to see. 21 laps of green flag racing and a sizable lead all gone. So it must have been 21 of Stadler here. See damage. So what happened? Was in 6th. Oh. Fighting for position. Amazed no one else hit them. On board with Gardens, who just not too thrilled about that. Because at no point did he let off after contact was made. Series is issuing a warning to the one car. Reminding them to try and avoid contact and collisions. No further action. Seen as a racing incident, even if somewhat avoidable. Excuse me. We will race on. Now officially with 23 cars on track. The 45 has been removed. So it would be lap 22. Oh. Bardens is a lap down. And we do not have this lucky dog rule that many series have as of yet. However, we will be coming to the green flag this time by. You see the tire marks. "23 cars on track, 1 car a lap down, 1 car out." No lead changes so far. James Wolfe has been leading every lap. Allowed Marshall to get a little bit of a jump to maintain the better line, it seems. As everybody gets up to speed again. Wolfe, McLean, Marshall. Your top 3. Johnny Bentley, the surprise, in 4th. Lynn White, your championship leader, in 5th. 9 laps to go. And James Wolfe is off like a shot. But McLean doesn't let them rest. However, that 17 just seems to be working so well out of the turns. Good Lord. Look at the gap that's been built up now already. Mid-turn, they can make some distance, but unless they get a really good turn going, Wolfe has just been able to pull away on especially the exit of turn 4. However, these are still relative newbies. One good lap does not mean one good race. What is going on here? Tyler Gardens almost avoided contact with everybody. Here's a 1 will come down pit road now. An impact with the 19 of Walker, who is now seem to be plummeting off the face of the earth after winning season 2 and having a decent season up to now. Wolfe still leads. 5 laps to go. McLean gets close. Wolfe has to bobble. Marshall gets closer. Marshall's looking to the inside. McLean drops back like a stone. And again, Wolfe is able to get away in the corner. But now it's Marshall in 2nd, McLean in 3rd. Bentley 4th. Howell now the 5th with White in 6th. And Aronson holding up traffic in 7th. Who knows? The 1 is back on track and might be about to cause problems. Possibly a flat tire. 3 laps to go. Wolf, Marshall, McLean. Marshall peeking to the inside. But Wolf is able to maintain that arc and keep the car steady. Marshall backs off into turn 3. Wolf pulls away in 4. 2 to go. Last lap here at Kansas Speedway. Can Marshall or McLean throw it in there? Wolf bobbles! Wolf throws it away. He's up track. He's got to try and recover, but I don't know that he can. The inside line is won all day. He finally made a mistake on the last lap. Marshall and McLean are there to pick up the pieces. Wolf falls to 3rd. Marshall takes advantage. And Charles Marshall will lead 1 lap, but it's the only lap that matters because it's the final lap. Charles Marshall wins at Kansas Speedway. Oh my goodness. James Wolf had it and lost it going into turn 1 on the last lap. I don't know whether he got ahead of himself. I don't know what happened, but he's bound to be kicking himself now. You could easily say he had that race. Even out of turn 2, there was still a chance, but he had no momentum. And now Charles Marshall has another win under their belt. Bunch of crowding in at pit entry. While they get back to their pits, we're going to take a break. We're going to calculate the results. And make sure that everything is kosher. Hang tight, everybody. Be back in a minute. So that was a race. Granted, not the most exciting, but an ending worth talking about for sure. So let's talk about it. Final standings for the race. Official standings. Charles Marshall wins. Dorothy McLean finished 2nd. James Wolf 3rd. Lynn White 4th. James Wolf has to be so gutted. Led the entire race. Turns out that little jump Marshall got at the start of the race was ominous. Who'd have thunk? Tony Bentley in 5th, Tracy Howell in 6th, Jacob Aronson in 7th, Chris Harvey in 8th, Gerard Wilkinson in 9th, May Ellis 10th, Minnie Nelson 11th, Isaac Hernandez 12th, Catherine Harris 13th, Drew Keene 14th, Cedric Black 15th, Nicholas Eckert 16th, it's going to hurt a little bit, Jim Carranza 17th, never got going, Davis Pittman 18th, Thomas Hammond 19th, perennial back runner. John Walker, the Season 2 champion, in 20th. Wayne Stadler, I guess he's on a cold streak, 21st. Granted, he did get hit. Daniel Bardens, losing a lot of ground that he made up last week with Texas, last race with Texas. Taylor Gardens, you might call it karma. I think that would qualify. No official report as to why he came into the pits. Just know he did. 2 laps down, 23rd. And unfortunately, Skylar Taylor popped a valve in the 45 and finished 24th. And we'll have to replace that engine entirely. Championship standings. Lynn White still leads and in fact has a 1-race lead over the field. Isaac Hernandez is second with 453 points, 69 points back. Nicholas Eckert third, Tracy Howell fourth, Charles Marshall fifth, Dorothy McLean sixth, Catherine Harris seventh, Chris Harvey eighth, odd, Jacob Aronson ninth, Davis Pittman in 10th, Cedric Black 11th, and then we have a tie for 12th between John Walker and Gerard Wilkinson. Which Walker takes on account of having a third place finish. And a 4th, actually. He has 2 top 5s, whereas Wilkinson has no top 5s but 3 top 10s. So tiebreaker to Walker as of now. However, since the 3rd race, it's been nothing but back half finishes. At this rate, they're not going to end the season well. Wilkinson is very spotty. But hey, they won the championship. Who's to say? They won the Season 2 Camaro Championship, excuse me. We have a tie for 14th as well between Wayne Stadler and Drew Keene. Drew Keene, the rookie, looking to disrupt Stadler. However, Stadler gets the 14th position because they have a win. Keene's best is only 3rd so far. So they've shown glimpses, though. 16th, Jim Carranza. 17th, Daniel Bardens. So much lost. May Ellis, 18th. Tyler Gardens, 19th. Minnie Nelson, 20th. James Wolfe, 21st. So now out of the House Eliminator spot. For now. Tony Bentley also out of that spot in 22nd with 327 points. That leaves perennial backrunner Thomas Hammond, 318, 204 back, and potentially the first one eliminated because, technically speaking, there are 4 races to go. If Hammond cannot claw back any more points, he will be at the 207 threshold. That means once we're done with the next race, which is Chicago, another mile and a half. Why did these get put all together? Because we were doing them geographically, that's why. West to east. That was the idea. But if he doesn't get any points, if he doesn't gain any points on White, which he hasn't all season, he could be the first one technically eliminated. Yes, Taylor is 24th, 336 back, but they were also 3 races non-existent, let's put it that way. So, as of right now, nothing that White can do but keep on the pressure. And everyone else is playing catch up. Lynn White could win this at the rate it's going before we even get to our 10th race. So, selling up the championship at Indianapolis, which is our planned race 9. Race 10, Talladega. However, before we get there, we have to get through Chicago and Michigan. So, hopefully you will join us for those. In the meantime, I am Brian. Thank you for joining me in my realm. And I hope that you will join us again soon. Take care, everybody.